Alrighty, an interesting round over here at Quarry at Giants Ridge, one of the new courses on GSPRO. If you're not familiar with the channel, we do auto putt, we do GARMIN R10, we have a GTX 970 computer running it, and the tees are generally from 6 to 7,000. So we start off here on 1. Take a look at the course, what you think of the layout, the holes. We are playing the white tees, I believe. We drive the ball left onto a hill, 166 remaining. And the hill really pushes it right and left in GSPRO. The ball to ground directional physics is pretty good, so we're trying to chip that in the smaller circle to save par. We do not. That's going to be a bogey, and we open at +1. Decent looking drive there, but it also finds the rough. Is a par 5, so trying to lay up, but hit it straight over to the right and get even on a worse hill. Trying to play some sort of a fade in there, and it just doesn't go anywhere. This shot would be much more difficult in real life. Today we fly it over the flag, and that's another bogey. So back-to-back bogeys to start. Not the greatest way to start a round, but we go to the par 4 third. Trying to get used to hitting this driving iron and seeing if I can hit low fades and low draws with it. I completely go way over the top of the third hole and get an automatic 3-putt bogey there as well. So we're +3 through 3. Tried to get anything going on this par 3 fourth and hit it about 50 yards short with just a really poor swing and bad contact. Trying to get it in that little circle for a 1-putt and cannot. So a really bad start here. Back to back to back to back bogeys. We do start to straighten the round out, so stay tuned for the rest of this because there's some better shots to come. Par 5 fifth, 255 up the hill. I think that's that driving iron again, just trying to lay up but get it up on to a ridge. Luckily it's a par 5, just trying to get it on the green at this point to stop the bleeding, and we do get it into that circle and get our first par of the day. A short par 4 sixth is next. There's that driving iron, which I really like. If I can just count on that flight and get about 15 more yards out of that, that would be a really useful club to me. Here I get lucky with a big bounce into the 2-putt circle for another par, and we're starting to play a little better golf here. A little over the top there, but it's right on line. And it just hops out of the birdie circle, but again another par. So after a string of bogeys, we get some pars on the card. Kind of push that one out to the right, leaving a long second here. Basically just laid up with a hybrid and counting on a good chip. And we do a perfect distance to save that par. Look at these cool valleys here at the quarry, which would make sense if it was a former quarry. You'd have all this dug out trenches and stuff. So to put the fairway all the way through is kind of fun. We got 110 left. That looked like a good swing. And man, we could have some birdies on the card if these would just stop a foot or two shorter on a few of these holes already. Hitting a fade away from the water safely, leaving a short 83 yards from the rough. Pretty flat lie though. Pull right off the bat and short. Gonna have to chip in to save par. When I say chip in, I mean into this smaller circle, and it just stays to save par. 122 up the hill, trying to fade one in there, and it stops just short of the circle. So 3 holes that I can think of already that would have been birdies if another foot or so each direction. And in real life, you may make that putt, you may not. But to give all of them an automatic 2 putt sometimes feels not so great when you're right on the edge of that, and it's just a 10-footer that you may be able to make in real life. But woe is sim golf when someone makes a putting device for the Garmin R10 that's affordable, or someone wants to sponsor me and give me a TrackMan or something. We will be... Actually, I don't think TrackMans can putt either. What's one? Do I need a Unicore to putt, or a SkyTrack to putt, or what's the other one? GC Quad. I'll take a GC Quad, or the Bushnell version of a GC Quad. Comment below what launch monitor you have. If you have a Garmin R10 and that's kind of why you're watching this channel, or if you have one of the more advanced ones. Even a Mevo Plus, I believe, allows you to putt. So maybe the Garmin can do an update at some point. We're on to the 14th. We've just been kind of hitting pars. We hit the eagle circle on this par 5 and then roll out just a little bit to get a birdie and bring us back to +3. So I'm feeling pretty good here going to the end of the round at +3. And then I drive over the fairway, almost into a bush. 157 remaining. And on this severe downhill lie, it just comes out completely flat below the hole, trying to get a 30-yard chip. And I can't quite dial it in, and we give that birdie right back with a bogey to go to +4. Too high on that launch. It's going to be kind of short. It's a par 5 though, 224 remaining. And I just yank it left with the club head in the face. I was trying to hit a fade off those bunkers, but could not execute. Need a good roll here, and I do not get it. I wanted that birdie. Ended up getting a par. 152. This one looks dead on line. And it too does not stay in, so that's 5 shots that I can think of that could have been birdies on this round if just a little luck went my way. I think the shots were still pretty good. Going to the 18th, 170 left up the hill, a distance I struggle with. And some horrible luck here. It rolls just onto the green for a 3-putt bogey, and we go to +5 for the round. You can see a bad start and a sort of bad finish, and some good golf in between. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you know where to do that, and stay tuned for more courses.